Hi there, this is Henry Smith here from IamWealthyandRich.com. That's IamWealthyandRich.com, teaching you how to understand the game of money and play it well. Welcome to today's update. So what I've been doing is updating the cryptocurrency portfolio on a day-to-day basis. Started updating it in February 2021 this year, even though the portfolio was actually started last year, last summer in 2020. And I do this on a daily basis, and I also talk about a few things after the update. So make sure you watch this video to the end. Various on different topics: market strategy, market analysis, should I say, not strategy, market analysis, market strategy as well, mindset, very important, and or just other stuff, personal development topics. All these are important tools that you need to become a successful in anything, but a successful investor, stroke trader. So what I'm going to do is share my screen and go through the update. But before I do that, let me make sure I've set the stopwatch here. Before I do that, I've got to do the disclaimer. So please understand that I'm not a financial advisor or financial planner or accountant or CPA. So do your own due diligence, your own research. Whatever I say is not financial advice. Also understand that all investments do carry a degree of risk. So do not invest more than you can afford to lose. So with that disclaimer out the way, what I'm going to do is share my screen and cover today's update. So I believe we should go to the right spreadsheet page. This one. And so I've been updating this spreadsheet on a daily basis. It has 3 columns. Started off with 2, but I decided 3 columns. I started off with 2 columns, now 3 columns. So the 3 columns we have are this column here, the altcoin, the Bitcoin column, and the totals column. And as you can see, we've got the red and green, or green and red, and that's about when the market moves forward. So when the market moves forward on the previous day, we color that in green. When it goes backward, we color that in red. So that's like a week or 9 days of going forward. And we've had lots of things like that. And when it goes backward, as you can see here, we color that in red. So it's 3 days going backwards, 1 day going forward, 3 days, 1 day's going backward, another 4 days going forward, and so on. So we get this, we get these trends every now and again. We get these trends, upward trends, and then they break. There's a pullback, and we've got, forward, backward, like a range, what we call a range here, forward, backward, and another upward trend, and then a pullback, up, down, a short upward trend, and then a pullback, and so on and so forth. So that's the way the market goes. See, after a while, you are able to get a kind of like a pattern emerges. But here we are today, and the last few days we've had a bit of an uptrend. Both Bitcoin and the general portfolio, there was a slight dip yesterday, just by $29, but we'll see where we are today. So today is the 26th of July, 2021, and yeah, this is the page I get the figures from. So this portfolio here consists of 1 whole Bitcoin and a special selection of specially researched alternative coins apart from Bitcoin, known as altcoins. And this is the total up the top. It's total. So we've got Bitcoin, altcoins, and the total. And as you can see, I put majority of my money, more than 75% of my money, into the altcoins, and there's a reason. Because I know what's happening. So with the market and the reasons and return, the potential return from these altcoins way outweighs the Bitcoin. Even though the return for Bitcoin will be good, it's going to be fantastic. So excuse me. And in the middle here is the same portfolio, is just in pounds, Great British pounds, pound sterling, the same portfolio. So and the numbers coming through a live feed down below, as you can see, live feed, and then into a portfolio 1. asset portfolio, asset group 1, then we get the final figures on this page. So I'm going to take this figure here, 113,839.02, 113,113,839.02, and so the time there is, that's the time in the UK, 4 o'clock exactly. Okay, and let's bring this, let's make sure I got this figure right. 113,839.839.02. This is updated every 10 minutes or so. So let's do it before it changes. So that is a plus, obviously, of 7,000. Going up 7,000, so we'll do that 7,000. And then let's go, let's get the total figure here. 152,176.17. 152,176.17, I believe. Is that correct? Well, we've got an extra figure in there. No zero. Anyway, let's just see. 152,176.17. That's correct. So this is obviously a plus from yesterday. 11,000 up on yesterday. So Bitcoin has obviously jumped 3,934 yesterday. Should have followed these figures here. Right, so that's cool. So that's what Bitcoin has done, and what the altcoins have done. They've all gone up, and you know, there's different things I want to talk about today. But really, what I want to talk about is what's happened with this jump and what it means and what it doesn't mean. Okay, because a lot of people have their different views on what they think it means, and I'm going to talk from a market intelligence perspective. And I want to go back to what I talked about a few days ago. You know, we talked about the death cross that happened, and when the 50-day moving average went over the 200-day moving average, crossed downwards. That was on the 19th of June, signaled the beginning of a bear market, a downward trend. Even though we're supposed to be in a bull market, but a bear market is shown that can actually come into a bull market. And because of this death cross, Bitcoin is going down, basically. We're expecting a downward trend. Now, obviously, as you can see, Bitcoin's tried to rise up today, you know, to 38,039. I think its highest point is 39,770. So, okay. But we're still, this is kind of like a rule. When this happens, it's only going one way, which is down. And but more importantly, this particular piece of analysis, we talked about the Gaussian channel, and this channel, I likened it to quicksand. Okay, quicksand. And when Bitcoin goes into the quicksand, whenever it's gone into the quicksand in the past, it's always stayed in the quicksand. So even though it's tried to escape the quicksand, it always stayed in the quicksand for about a year. So thinking that it's going to escape, it's not most unlikely based on historical facts. There's never been a time when Bitcoin has escaped, and each time, you know, it's tried to escape. Okay, like this one, you know, this it came into Gaussian channel here, October 19. And tried to run out again, but got dragged back into the quicksand. He even tried to escape here, got dragged back in even deeper, until eventually he was able to escape. You know, and actually leave it around a year later. It was October 20 before it started leaving that quicksand. It was in it for a year, and we can go back further. You know, it's just the way it goes. Back in 2018, March 2018, It entered the quicksand here again, and it went down. And obviously we had a peak here where it tried to rise up, and even here it may even go up and touch the upper and try to raise its head against, but it will simply get dragged back into the quicksand and even below before it's finally allowed to leave. So this was when was this? This was March 2018, March 22nd of March 2018 to May 2019. So the best part of a year. It was in the Gaussian channel, March to May, I would say. Let's say yeah, March to May. That's just a little over a year. It's 14 months. So and it continues and continues. I can go back further, not on this page, but that's the last two instances that's gone into the Gaussian channel. And here, like I said, it's gone into the tunnel again, and yeah, it's trying to go up, and it may even reach the top of the tunnel, which is here, which is about 43,964. Could reach that, but it's going to be sucked down eventually back below eventually the 27,000 level, because like I said, it's destined to be in this channel for the next year or so, 12, 14 months, 12, 13 months or so. I mean, entered the tunnel officially, I would say, the 15th of June. It entered it, it touched it, in May, but I would say it entered it. I think the mere touching it caused it to start descending, but and it just couldn't escape that descent. But it entered it officially, as we call this body of this candle, the 15th of June. And so it's well into, and it's even fallen below what we call the medium line within it. It's gone below, but it's tried to put its head back up out of the quicksand, but, and who knows, it may get up to the 40s, like I said, to the top of the channel, but it will end up getting dragged down again. So that's the state of Bitcoin, and that will be the state of Bitcoin, trying to escape the tunnel like it did for the next, 12 or so months. So yeah, it's great that Bitcoin has risen, and it's good. And if those who are short-term traders could have made some money in the small rise if they know how and know what to look for. But really, as a long-term play, a major move like this, for example, is not going to happen until after we come out of the tunnel, which will be next summer, basically summer 2022. So that's what's happening with Bitcoin and the rise. It's just a little rise, and yeah, it may even have another rise up to here, up to the 40,000 level. But it doesn't mean it's now time to go back up. It's not going to escape. It has never escaped the Gaussian channel, and we don't see it escaping it now, especially as the confirmation of the death cross and this combined. And there are many other indicators that point towards where Bitcoin being in a downward trend for now. But this, when it entered this tunnel here, it kind of sealed its fate that it will be down for a year or so. But that's all good, for those who understand. That's a wonderful time to buy. So watch out. We studied the price when it falls below the tunnel. When it falls below the tunnel, that is when to buy, because you'll be able to get it at the best price. Okay, but the key is we have more powerful strategies like this in the altcoin to do with the altcoins, and like I said, that's where 75% of my focus is. And so you can imagine what we have here. But for you to find out more about what we do, there's two parts. You need to go to this website here, IamWealthyandRich.com. I am wealthy and rich. How to understand the game of money and play it well. And scroll down. There are two parts to what we do. Number one, your mindset. If you're not making the money you want, you've not made the money that you feel you deserve, you need to work on your mindset first and foremost. So we'll show you how to develop that millionaire mindset, and then a basic investment strategy to get your finances in order. You want to get that under your belt now, and it's free for a limited time. It's free, so take advantage of it. Download it, apply it. Don't skip sections, just apply it. We use very simple resources, and all you have to do is the instruction video that I use, do exactly what it says, and in time you will get results. And then once you've done that, you can then email me or us, and then find out more about our altcoin strategy and so on and so forth. But now the reason why we have powerful systems like this is that designed to help you make money in the long run when you become one of our dear members. So like I said, the next step is get into this website, IamWealthyandRich.com, and get this free course. Get it under your belt, and then contact us to find out more about the altcoin strategy. Okay. So with that, I'm going to thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this video, and hit the notification button if you haven't done that already. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a wonderful and fantastic day. Henry Smith signing out. I am Wealthy and Rich. Bye.